Have you ever noticed that your child's favorite character becomes like so real to them? They act it out, they quote it, they say stuff about those characters. It pretty much becomes who they are. That's because that's how they make sense of their emotions. And stories don't just entertain, but it teaches kids how to cope with their emotions, how to see the world, right? Hello, I am Dr. Lumfundi. I am a pediatrician and a mom. And today I'm coming on to tell you one of my favorite emotional tools for kids to help them build resilience, which is storytelling. I love stories and I talk to kids about stories every day. And as a mom, I connected with my daughter by reading lots and lots of stories about different things in different phases. And with those stories, we went through different emotions, different fears, and a lot of different things. I know one of her favorite stories that she connected with was the very hungry caterpillar, where we talked about leafy greens with the hungry caterpillar and how you feel, how your body feels after eating certain foods. So story is like a really good tool where you can help your kids name or make sense of those emotions that they're feeling inside, make sense of the world and how to cope with certain situations. So stories I do love. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different reasons why stories are really great. One is a point of connection that creates a sense of calm and safety, especially bedtime stories. Imagine having like a very busy day, running around, that transition time where right before you go to sleep, it's like a pause, you calm, the child settles in, and you're reading, usually pausing and in a gentle voice where you're not creating more excitement, right? Because there's some kids who are like, they can get really very imaginative to the stories that can get them really more excited. But calming stories where it's a time of connection, it's a time of making eye contact. It's that time where it's pause. It's just me and you and your kid, right? Where you connect, it creates that sense of safety. Once you're safe, and then you calm, get into that restful state, and then you have restful sleep as well. And as we know, sleep is a huge part of emotional well-being. And then 2, another reason why stories are really good is because they can teach the child different things, right? Ways of life, different things of life, and normalizes fears, because sometimes, they're trying to figure out the world. They're trying to figure out what's right, what's wrong, how or why they're feeling a certain way. But once they see those characters, they see different fears in the characters and sadness in the different characters, it then normalizes like, well, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one dealing with that. It normalizes all of that where they can easily relate. Like, for example, the story that I just wrote, the Worry Garden, when Luna, the main character there, had a fear of new things, a fear of new foods and stuff, and she didn't know how to deal with it, but she was able to face her fears, and it gave her, and faced it courageously. So with that, knowing that it is normal, and then the next step of it is that it gives hope that if Luna can do it and face her fear, then you can have that conversation with your kid to say, hey, you can face it. This is normal. But then there's hope that if Luna can do it, you can do it too. So stories really help to create that safety. It normalizes the fear, and it gives hope where the kids can then say that, hey, I can do this. Hey, this is normal. This is not something big and scary. This big and scary thing is not as big and scary as my mind makes it sound like. If you're listening, I want you to post in the comment, like, what is your child's greatest fear? Or what are the stories that have helped your kid either face fears, or what stories have you used to connect with your kids? And tell me how that went.